Okay, it's day 75. I had to check that to make sure that I was right this time because yesterday I think I said it was day 75 and it was actually day 74. Um, but anyways, I've also made a video before this talking, but I was just yapping about stuff I didn't know I was going to talk about, and so I'm going to try to make this video a little bit more straightforward. But I just got out of the shower and I got my phone that it was charging, so I don't know how long I have with this video before my phone dies, but I mean, I guess you'll know. Anyways, I am probably just gonna name this day 75. So if you're new, I'm building an app. I'm 17. I just turned 17 a couple weeks ago, and I'm in the process of marketing it. This is like my first ever real business. When I was 15, I was drop shipping, and that ended up pretty bad. Not just like I quit, but just like family issues had happened. And anyways, it's a whole thing. And at this point, I've taken a break during my 16th year of life, and now I'm back in the business in my 17th, and we're going to make an app. We've made the app. It's on the App Store. It's called Calorie Simple. It's a calorie tracking app, and it was based on my problem. I had a problem. I'm really into fitness. I bench 255. I'm 17, and I have been on a bulk and a cup before, and um, my issue was that, all these apps, they have one feature, and their pride and joy is the fact that they can take a picture and scan calories at like a 70% accuracy. And my issue was like these apps are not easy to like don't track what I need to track. Like they need to be useful to my life. And what I noticed is I had to end up tracking every metric that this app wasn't tracking for myself. It didn't track my maintenance calories. It didn't track what weight I actually was because at the end of the day, when you eat food, you're 5 pounds heavier than the beginning of the day, and I can average that out with the app. And so it tracks the dry weight, and it tracks how much of a surplus or a deficit you're in. It gives you all those metrics, and it makes sure that those metrics are based on like good goals, and so that it check marks the day if you're close to those goals and it X's it out if you're not. Anyways, it just fixed my problem, and I think it would fix a lot of others in the space. It's not meant to be like the next Cal AI. Like it's not meant to be a $30 million a year app. But I will tell you, Cal AI is not that good. MyFitnessPal is not that good. Calorie Counter AI, not that good. Cal, like Cal Diet AI, whatever, not that good. My app looks way better than any other app. It, in my opinion, performs better than any other app. It doesn't have the Apple developer, like 100,000 people, a million people are using the app type of a vibe to it. But overall, like the character, the simplicity, the like what you get with it is just so good compared to every other app in my opinion. And the features, dude, there's like so many I have an AI coach that uses the user's history and progress to give insights and advice. I have a workout generator. You pick the muscles that you want to work on the most, and it'll give you a complete workout plan with the videos on YouTube to make sure you're doing the right movement, like everything. And I mean, it's approved, and I've got to the marketing side of this app. Anyways, to just go back to day 75 in general, we're 75 days in. That's pretty crazy. Um, I started manifesting, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. Honestly, like it's not like a brick wall that just hits you, and it's like, okay, yeah, now this is the best thing in my life. But like, it's allowed me to like control my life, like period. Like it's allowed me to control my life in a way that I've never thought about, in the way that I've never been able to. And like I'm a very aware person. When I look at other people, I can like sense what type of a state they're in, emotionally, financially. Like I can kind of on different levels understand what type of person they are, like if they're higher energy, if they're not, like what type of personality they have. Like I'm really good at sensing that stuff out. I just feel like I have a higher level of awareness. My family makes a good bit of money a month, and I'm not trying to be cocky, but all I'm saying is like I understand the realities of the world at the level that most people don't. And I feel like I'm a pretty aware person, but when I started to learn about the brain, learn about why mentally we do the things we do, and I was starting to, connect that with manifesting, things just started making sense. You have to know there's a part of your brain called the RAS, the reticular activating system, and it senses different things in your day to day. You have 72,000 thoughts on average every single day. Can you believe that? And almost all those thoughts are the same thoughts you think every day, which is why, in 6 months, you're not going to see much of a change if you're trying to change. But when you tell yourself that you are in the position that you want to be in, like I am a millionaire, whatever, just as crazy as that sounds, I am this. Make it more specific. Like for me, I have 5,000 plus users on my app. I have a system that's running every single day that is, that never fails to bring me hundreds of users every day and hundreds of dollars every month. And I go into detail. I go into depth. Like I just try to see the App Store Connect dashboard with all the metrics on it. And I try to see myself in a few months, in like the summer months when everybody's out of school and I'm like doing this. And I try to see like 10 creators and I try to see all their accounts with the link caloriesimple.com in their bio. And I try to see like just my own app dashboard, seeing all the members every single week come in. And I try to see all the posts of my creators and all my posts and what process I go through to make my own posts. Like I hit the record button 5 times every day, making this type of a style video on this account, and I'm getting this many views. And I just think that way. And ever since I just like mentally, you'll know if I post this with the first video that I made today. But mentally, I like, I don't know, mentally to this morning, I woke up and I was feeling so down on myself. I was feeling like I woke up really late. I woke up like, I'm not even gonna say how late I was because you guys are gonna like shame me for it or anybody in the future that's watching this, but I woke up really late and I stayed up till 4 a.m. last night working, and I woke up late, and I felt like I was already behind on the day. I felt like I was in a negative state of mind. And then I went downstairs and I was telling myself I needed to go do these things again. And I was just focusing too hard on like, I need to be quick, I'm behind on the day. And it pushed me to like think negatively and think I'm stressed out and I'm not in a good space. And my girlfriend at the time, or she's still my girlfriend, but my girlfriend, she was pinning this whole thing kind of against me, where I told her like, hey, you're kind of busy. I realize you have soccer and I realize you have this and you have that. And I'm not necessarily complaining because I'm busy too and I'm not asking you to do this, but the only time that I really hung out with her is her brother's birthday, which was yesterday. And any other time that we do hang out, it's like, it's not her making time for me. It's just like time slots that she has open, and it's only for like a couple hours at a time. And when we are together, she wants things to be her way. And I don't know how to explain that, but I told it to her the other day, and she's like, okay. And this morning or today, after I woke up, she was like, let's make a plan. She called me on the phone. She's like, let's make a plan for today, and like we can do this or we can do that. And I was like, well, I can't do that. That's too far away, and that's something I kind of would have had to plan my day around. And then she's like, okay, well, this is the part that I'm talking about. She's like, okay, well, I just sacrificed going to this baseball game with my friends. And at that moment, me saying that, you might not think it's very much or very meaningful, but I used to play baseball. I'm a junior in high school, and I used to go to her school and as a freshman. And I know many of the players on that baseball team. By the way, baseball is an all boys sport. There's no girls that play baseball. So for her to go to, her high school's boys baseball team, and just to go sit down with her friends to watch the game and not even mention to me that that was in her plan. And then for her to tell me that she's sacrificing that to me, like, my best friend plays on that team as the catcher. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. So I was just like, dude, that is something you do not, like, pride yourself on. Like, I went to that school too. You can't play the, like, oh, like, Northern Pride card. That's a school named Northern. And, you know, you can't, like, I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, that's kind of what we got into. And I was just like, dude, she's using voice to text and to, like, because she can't type that fast, to, like, say things. And, you know, girls with their emotions and, you know, not logical, irrational. And so, you know, she went off on a little tangent, and I was just like, dude, let me just separate myself from this, because now I'm getting even more in a negative state of mind. Anyways, I just separated myself from that. I just got AirPods as that happened. So I went to the door, got the package, opened them up. That made me a little bit more happy. And then I was super hungry, and I was like, dude, I need to just completely, you know, get myself back on the right page. So I sat down in my bed, and I made the video before I sat down, and I closed my eyes, and I was in the meditating state. And I was just thinking about positive outcomes, as if, you know, I had the system of 10 creators running for me, 20 creators running for me, that were posting content every day with this link in their bio, and they were good at posting content, they were bringing users, and I was making my own effort to post on multiple different platforms content that would promote my app. And, you know, I got up out of my bed after like 5 to 10 minutes of just meditating and manifesting, and I felt so much better. And I understood finally why I was trying, or like why I should want to continue this journey. And it put me in a way better mental spot, to the point where today I posted, you know, 5 to 10 videos myself, and I did, you know, 35 follow-ups, and I'm about to do, you know, another 25 to 50 DMs, and I got in a way better mental state. And so I went and got Chipotle. They low-key, you know, taxed me, and they didn't give me enough rice. So that kind of sucked. But then we got back in the car, drove home, and we started working on everything that I just told you about. And then my dad called me while I was making some eggs, and I talked to him, and he's getting back tomorrow night late. And then, you know, after about like 4 hours, my girlfriend texted me back because I had left her unopened, and she's like, "Oh, I just took a nap. Uh, we need to continue this conversation." And I was like, "Bruh." And at that point, it had been 4 hours later, and we both kind of just like, dude, what's the point of this conversation? And we just left it at that. And, you know, now tomorrow she says she's going to a movie with 4 of her girlfriends, and it's going to be at 7. And it's like, bruh. And then on Tuesday, she's going on a tour, and then she has club season for soccer, and then she has like normal high school season for soccer. And it's just like, yes, I know that your schedule's busy and like whatnot, but like, it sounds like you're making time for your friends, you know? And like, I'm just thinking, you know, I don't want you to give me the last slice of the cake, you know? I want you to give me one of the first slices. And I don't know if that's being selfish, but that's just what I was thinking. And I mean, me myself, I'm kind of busy. Anytime I am with her, I just want to, like, you know, I just want to do work. I just want to get back into the business. And I find that she's holding me back from that. And so um, I kind of asked myself, like, is it really worth it? You know? And so I didn't see her at all today. And I probably won't see her much tomorrow, if at all, because she's going to that movie. And I got things to do as well, you know? Got a business to run. So, yeah, and then my cousin called me. He's in college right now. And he's going to all these parties, and you know, he's just living the life. He's a Mormon. I'm a Mormon. My family's a Mormon. And he's thinking about going on a mission. So, yeah, no, he's just living the life. He called me, and we had a little talk. And then, yeah, let me talk about today. So as far as today, I sent, I think I sent like 50 DMs. No, I guess it was 35. 35 DMs yesterday, and I got 3 responses this morning. The Germany, a Germany girl, the girl from Germany, like 1,000 followers, and she was promoting a competitor's app. And I just DM'd her, and I was like, I sent her the same message that I would send everybody else, but I included, hey, I noticed that you made a video for a competitor. And I was just wondering what their offer was. And so she responded, and she was like, 50 plus videos a month. That's kind of a lot. And I also didn't see the app in the App Store. Is it, I'm from Germany. Is it based in Germany too? And I looked at that message and I was like, oh shoot. So I read back through my message that I sent, and it said, we are asking for 50 plus videos. And it's meant to say we are not asking for, or we aren't asking for 50 plus videos. And I sent that to 35 people. So that made me realize the importance of reading the message and personalizing it and not just copy and pasting it. So yeah, currently we have sent 122 DMs. We have about technically 3 people signed. Tim Lanzer is the only one that we're still really like watching because he's the one that's posted videos. I signed that other the Jake guy today, and he hasn't. Was it today? I don't know. I think it might have been yesterday, but he hasn't posted a video yet. But he did put the link in his bio, so I know that he's at least still going for it. And then there was this Kaizan guy, and he has like 82 followers, and he has like 500 views a video. I don't even know why I signed him. And he asked so many questions. I was like, bro, all your questions would be answered if you just went to the website. And for some reason, he was just going crazy and asking all these questions. Like I was trying to like sue him for his life or something. So anyways, we have him as a partner of our app now, and I really think he's just in it for the money because he's like, this is guaranteed, right? And all I need to do is occasionally post it, right? And the 20 videos are just, videos that are like occasional posts of my own natural content, right? I was like, yes. And at this point, like, dude, I'm not gonna just like throw away opportunities because I feel like that would be, that'd be ignorant of me. And so I signed him. He's on the team. We have 3 people right now. And we'll see what he can do. But if he's one of those people that just puts the link in their bio and does not give any effort to try to promote the app, then he's going to be somebody that I'm going to kick off the squad. You heard? So, yeah, man, I'm going to have to kick him off the squad, low key. But, no, I'm just playing. I probably will kick him off the squad, though. Not gonna lie. Anyways, then I had one other girl that I've been in the conversation with for like 3 days now. Her name's like Zoan or something, and she has some potential for the app. She has like 15 to 1,000 views on average per video, and she gives content tips, and nobody else has really reached out to her yet, and she likes the offer. So I think it could be worth it, but and I was like, dude, I gave her the final option. I sent her one text that was like answering her question, and then in like 6 hours later, I sent her another text that was like, hey, are you interested still or no? And then, a day later, she responded like, oh, I'm sorry for all the replies, which was today. And I'm actually going on a 2-week trip right now, but if I come back and like, and I'm still looking at it, can it still happen? And I was like, yeah, just message me back here in 2 weeks and we'll see if we can get something worked out. So she answered and she was interested, but she was going to be on a vacation for 2 weeks and apparently wasn't going to be posting very much. So yeah, there's that. And then I posted a few videos on my main accounts, on my other accounts. I have like 4 accounts right now. I have my main account that I send the DMs from. And then I have a personal brand account that I have about 1,000 followers on. And I just post like me giving my genuine, authentic self on that account. Did I say 1,000 followers? I meant 100. And then I have an app account that's like a fake personal brand. It's like a slideshow that just shows like if you like gym tips, and then it's like, oh, the app's right there, and then keep going. And it's supposed to like basically just like subtly promote it and make a lot and get a lot of views. So we'll see how that goes. But I just, they offered me like 30% off on all the ad spend that I spent until the 17th of March. And so I was like, dude, I've never done this promotion stuff before. And if they're going to offer me this at that price, like I might as well just like take a look at it. So I set up a promotion campaign for $6 yesterday, and it's gotten me about like 2,500 views, like 500 likes and one comment on the video. So it's not bad. But it wasn't as much as I was thinking for $6. So we're just gonna keep posting the content, get the audience and the target, really right there and perfect. And then yeah, and then we're going to keep posting those videos, and then they're going to get thousands of views after thousands of views, and they're going to convert more people, and they're going to be more controversial. I'm going to get more comments. And then I made one more channel today. The only channel I made today, but it's the fourth channel. It's one more. And that account's strictly for the app. And it's strictly for like promoting the app as like a UGC creator that is myself. Not as a founder, not as a fake personal brand, but as like a genuine, like I'm a UGC like creator that's posting like flawless content like 5 to 10 times a day. But the issue with it right now is I don't really know how. I don't have a system, I don't have a routine, so I don't really know how or what the best way is. So I posted a few videos there, but they're not really doing much. The target audience is going to need to be figured out there too. But I only made the account because I was like, I know with like other accounts that could potentially go viral with organic burner accounts, what you would need to do is you would need to like have like 4 accounts, 5 accounts at a time, and you'd post the same video on these 4 accounts, and one account was just like more likely to be like destined. So I made that account, and I posted like 2 videos on it so far, and they've got like probably like a combined 100 views. So that's not very good, but it'll be there soon. And I'm going to continue to post on those accounts a lot. And we're going to continue to manifest where we are. And I'm going to get these DMs sent. And I think I might reach out to a few YouTube creators for single brand deals that I might handcraft tonight. Finish my eggs, go downstairs, get some more food to make sure that we're all fed for this night of sleep. And yeah, I'll see y'all on day 76. It's crazy. Tomorrow's day 76, but like not even that long ago it was day 67. Peace out.